So Vlogalogue week 6, we were talking about shaming and fat shaming and all that sort of thing. And Kevin had a really radical point of view, I suppose, on this whole thing. But one thing he said was, one second. I'm just gonna read this. People say how terrible it is that people leave these trollish comments, and I think no. The terrible thing is that we identify with these trollish comments, that we read, and they hurt. And we are so dependent on people's validation for self-worth. That's a really powerful comment, and I kind of agree, but there's a lot of things he said that I don't really agree with, but mostly I think I do agree with what you said. But I guess it comes down to free speech. I am a firm believer in free speech, and you should be allowed to say anything you want as long as you're not physically hurting someone, but I guess it's words, so you can't physically hurt someone with words. But I'm also a believer in being a good person, and the whole don't forget to be awesome thing is a big thing for me. I have the tattoo that says DFTBA. Awkward angles again. As far as I'm concerned, free speech is a thing, and you should use it to its full extent. But you should also be a good person. So, I mean, use your free speech, but be aware of the consequences. I mean, don't be a douchebag, because being a douchebag will have other people turning into douchebags and treating you really badly. I mean, I do my best to not say terrible things to people, and sometimes I may think them, but I will always do my best to be constructive with my criticism to people. And I always try to think positively of people and give people the benefit of the doubt and do all those really nice things. I try most of the time. And I mean, if you go and fat shame, expect people to shame you for whatever trivial thing there is about you. Maybe you have terrible hair like me, and I would expect if I was a terrible person saying terrible things, that people would say terrible things about my hairline. I'm only 25, but I have the hairline of a 4-year-old. 40-year-old, not a 4-year-old. Yeah, there's not much for me to say about it. I think be a good person is generally a good thing to try to strive for, and it's what I do. Yeah. Be smart, and DFTBA.